You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett Land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Yep, 78 degrees going up to a high of 88, so it's already hot, and it's only going to get hotter. You know, the weather has been so crazy, y'all. Like, I saw the floods up in New York. They were talking about how everything was flooded, and then down here, it's like raining every day. I feel like instead of it being like summer, it's like spring. Because, you know, we get a lot of rain in the spring. That's what it feels like. It feels like spring, which is crazy. But what can you do about that? And my husband was saying, you know, it's one thing that it's raining. He was like, you know, we need it because it would be so dry. And I get it, but it just seems so weird to me. Like, it just seems like it's like raining, and then it's like it's beautiful right now. And then later on today to be raining. Now, we probably need it, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I feel like it's just weird. Like, I don't remember it raining this much in the summertime last year. Like, that's what I don't remember. So I just feel like it's weird for me. But anyway, it is what it is. It's Talk Business Tuesday, so be sure to stick around. We're going to talk about when you need to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Like, you need to look at your business and look at stuff. And I'm talking from experience right now, y'all. That's what I'm talking from, because that's what I had to do. I had to look at all of my business expenses and look at things that I just was not utilizing properly or didn't need at all. And I had to get rid of some stuff. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the next segment after I finish the horoscope, because today is Talk Business Tuesday. And I thought that was pretty cool. I was listening to some music one night. I think it was like Sunday night. And Kenny Rogers came up. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You know what? I remember that song? I was like, you know what? That's a good title for the show today. That's a good title for the show. So anyway, we're going to keep it moving. So today is Tuesday, July the 11th. It's also All-American Pet Photo Day. Yep, All-American Pet Photo Day. Captive Nations Week. Celebration of Golden Spurs. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a celebration. Cheer Up the Lonely Day. So if you know anybody that's lonely, you know, show them some love. You know, yesterday I had to go and get my uncle a sandwich. Like, I took him to the grocery store, and he loves this restaurant. It's like a little, like, walk-in. Well, they got a few seats in there, but it's really, like, meant for you to walk in and get your food and keep it moving. And he wanted cheesesteak, Philly cheesesteak. And they make really good cheesesteaks. And so he asked me to go get him one, and I did. And when there was a guy, he was laying on the sidewalk. And he, you know, me in my mind, I'm thinking it's hot out here. This guy's probably hungry. You know, and I felt really bad, right? And I was like, you know what, and I was kind of scared too. Now, don't get me wrong, because, you know, you don't know people's mindset these days, right? Because if you're in that situation, something has happened mentally that you're unable to pull yourself out of it, that you have to be sleeping on the sidewalk, right? So I was a little bit afraid to approach him, but I approached him anyway. And I was like, I was kind of standing a little bit far back. I said, hey, would you like a sandwich? And he's like, I would appreciate that. So I bought him a cheesesteak. And so when I bought my uncle his cheesesteak, my uncle was in the grocery store. While he was in the grocery store, I bought my uncle a cheesesteak, and I bought this guy a cheesesteak because cheesesteaks are good. The cheesesteaks are good, you know, and I just felt like, it's hot out here. He's probably hungry, you know, and that's the least I could do. So I just, you know, anyway, cheer somebody up that's lonely. You know what I'm saying? Day of the Flemish Community. Have no idea what that is. Check it out, though. International Essential Oils Day. I like essential oils. I put some essential oil in some water one time. This lady gave it to me. It was like an orange flavor. And she had a glass of ice water. She put the oil in about 3 drops. When I tell y'all that was so refreshing, I felt like somebody had rejuvenated me. It was just oil and water. It tasted amazing. Like it was orange. So you can taste the flavor. There was no sugar, just the oil in the water. But it was cold. It tasted so freaking good. I was like, this is delicious. It was really good though. It was really good. National 7-Eleven Day. Shout out to all the 7-Eleven franchise owners out there. I don't know if that's a franchise or if that's a chain, but anyway, 7-Eleven Day. National Blueberry Muffin Day. Now y'all know that's a muffin that I've never liked. I've never liked the blueberry muffin. Never liked it. I do like, I pick all, because I don't like cooked up fruit. So anytime people cook up fruit, I'm not going to eat it. I eat the muffin part and don't eat the blueberries. Now, the muffin that I do like is a banana nut muffin. That muffin I do like. I love banana nut muffin, so you can never go wrong with that one. National Culture and Senior Citizens Day. National Free Slurpee Day. So maybe if you go to 7-Eleven, you'll get your free Slurpee. All right, National Mojito Day. Now listen here. Don't be going out there drinking too many mojitos, not mojitos. Don't be drinking too many mojitos. I don't even know what's in a mojito. I don't. National Rain of Cherry Day. Yes, I got a bag downstairs. I went to the grocery store and I bought me some Rain of cherries. I love cherries. And now I'll eat fruit. I just don't eat cooked up fruit. I love Rain of Cherries Day. So guess what I'll have for snack today? My cherries, because it's Rain of Cherry Day. National State Fair Food Day. Yep, State Fair Food Day. National Swimming Pool Day. Swimming Pool Day. And World Population Day. I don't know. We need to check that out, see what that means. World Population Day. Yep, World Population Day. All right, that's all your national days for today. I'll be back again with some more national days tomorrow. Now let's get on to some horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thassa for today, Tuesday, July 11th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. This will be a great night to invite friends over to visit. It's time to consider putting money into long-term investments. You will upset your partner if you have spent money on things that aren't necessary. All right, look, Aries, don't upset that person. Here's the thing, right? Show some restraint. That's the thing. If you know it's unnecessary, I know you want it, but do you need it? Most of the time, we just buy stuff because we want it. We don't need it. It just sits around. I'm bad. I'm guilty. Now, I don't do that a lot, but I do it sometimes. I was in the garage last night looking for something. Probably about 10:30 last night. I should have been in the bed sleeping. But I had an idea about something, and I know I have something in the garage to help me think that thing through. And so I went to the garage looking for it, and then when I got in the garage, I realized I'm not going to find it because there's so much garbage in the garage. It's just so much stuff. But what was interesting, there was a bag of clothes that I probably just didn't want to give away that I cannot fit. They're like 4 sizes too big. Still had the tags on them. They were brand spanking new, tags still on them. I can't fit them now because I lost a lot of weight. And I was like, oh my God, these are brand new. Brand new. I had a brand new faux fur vest that my daughter bought me. Never wore it. Brand new. So I'm going to go and take that and donate it to the Goodwill. Anyway, just watch what you spend your money on today, Aries. That's all. Don't upset your partner. Don't spend negligently. Just watch your coins. Taurus, you will have to put those you live with in their place if they try to interfere with your work. Make changes that will heighten your appeal. Keep important information to yourself. Keep your business to yourself today, Taurus. If you don't want nobody to know about it, don't tell nobody. If you tell somebody, you run the risk of your business getting out. Keep it to yourself. Gemini, you may be confused emotionally. You will be pleased with the results if you take time to decorate your home. Peers may not be on your side. Watch your back, Gemini. Everybody that's smiling in your face is not your friend. The ones you work with, they smile in your face and all the time they're trying to take your place, those backstabbers, that's what they are. So watch your back. Watch your back. All right, Cancer. The danger of minor accidents will increase with turmoil. You should consider submitting some of your written work for publication. Deception is apparent. All right, if you've written something, it's so easy these days, Cancer, to publish something. You can send an article to a newspaper. You can send it to a magazine. You can send it to a blogger at this point. You could put it on your own blog. You could publish it on LinkedIn. You could publish it on Facebook. It is so easy to get your work in publication. I'm talking about easy, like you can create your own publication. I have a magazine, I have books, I do it all. But I've been doing these things forever. Newsletters, I've been doing these type of things forever. I've been doing newsletters since about 1995, 96. I had a print newsletter, I had a newspaper, I write books, I got a magazine. So you can put your work can be published anywhere. And then there are people who are looking for great articles for their publication because they don't feel like writing them all. And they're looking for interesting stories. Let me say that. The way we're changing right now and the way technology is changing, people's stories is gonna be what's gonna be a big deal, because it's so easy to create content these days, so you don't even know if it's true. So what you want to do right now is get human stories, and I think that's gonna be really important. So go ahead and put your work out there, Cancer. Leo, you can expect changes in your living arrangements. Try not to get into disputes that will lead to estrangements. Change in your home may be disruptive and upsetting. Changes in your home. All right, you got a lot going on with your living arrangements today. Don't piss nobody off, because you don't want to be all there in the same house living funky and alone in your own house, right? Yeah. Changes in your home may be disruptive and upsetting. Why? That's the question, Leo. I don't know why. I'm asking you why. Are they necessary changes? Is it worth you disrupting your home and upsetting everybody in the house? Is it? You just got to ask yourself those questions. That's important. If it's not, then don't do it. Virgo, your self-esteem will benefit. Friends will be loyal and caring. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Not anybody. Do your own thing. You need time to yourself. An older member of your family may have left you with a pressing situation. All right, listen. Do your own thing today, Virgo. You need time to yourself. Take a minute for yourself. You need that time. It's okay. It's okay. People like, it's selfish. Yes, it is. You got to be selfish for yourself sometime. Take a minute for yourself. All right? All right. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day, and when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turning to morning dew, then you the key to the lock, we in our own zone. Make yourself at home, get to know mine on the inside. Can meet at yours next time. And you feel refreshing, lose control. You don't wanna go slow, for sure. We both already know your place is my place now. Let's face it, baby, you know all the places. My place is your place. Your place is my place. Just face it, no one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. You can make successful moves. Don't settle for less than the best. You may find that romance will unfold through business connections. All right, look at you. Don't settle for less than the best, baby. You deserve the best, Libra. So don't settle. I'm never going to tell anybody to settle. What I will say is make sure you're just not being too extra. But don't settle. I'm not telling you to settle. And you can make successful moves. Make moves. You're going to find romance through business connections. Do your thing. Good luck out there today. Scorpio, you are best to get out of the house today. Arguments will flare up if you get backed into an emotional corner. Anger might lead to carelessness and minor injuries. All right, here's the thing, Scorpio. I'm going to need you to woo-side for a second. Because, you can get angry really quick and sometimes you have a bad temper. So I'm going to need you to woo-side just a second, right? Just a minute. Woo-side. Take it down for a second. This way you can keep the arguments at bay and you don't go out there and hurt yourself because you're just so angry that you're not paying attention. So stop for a second, then leave, and then take a break. All right? All right. Sagittarius. Travel will also entice you. You will have to watch out for minor health problems related to stress. You may find that a coworker has been two-faced. All right. They smile in your face, Sag, all the time they want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Watch them. Watch them closely. Watch what they're doing. Yes, watch them. Yeah. They're right there looking at you. They want your job. They're coming for your position, baby, so watch them. Capricorn, you are best to be accommodating for the time being. Sudden romantic infatuations won't be lasting. Be cautious when dealing with foreigners. Be diplomatic and honest, and that person will only be made to look bad. All right, look. Listen. I know they look cute. I know he looked good. She looked good. It's going to be a sudden infatuation. It's not going to last for long. It's going to be a 1-minute romance. Yep, that's all it's going to be. So don't get all wrapped up in it because it's not going to last. Yeah, it's not. In the meantime, be cautious when dealing with foreigners. If it looks too good and it sounds too good, it's probably too good to be true. Understand that. Don't get caught up in the okie doke. All right, Capricorn? Just trying to help somebody out here. Aquarius. Don't let domestic problems interfere with your objectives. Don't overindulge in any way. You need to fulfill your needs and present your talents. All right, look. Don't overindulge, whatever it is, whether it's money, spending money, having drinks, overeating, too much sex, too much anything. Don't do it today. Don't overindulge in anything. I know somebody says, Audrey, you might as well shut your mouth. It's mojito day. I'm telling you, don't overindulge in the mojitos, Aquarius. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't do it. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. You'll be able to close any deal successfully. Take care of any pressing medical problems that you or your partners may be suffering from. Try to take care of the needs of those you love. I always try to take care of the needs, the people that I love. In the meantime, let's talk about this part right here. You will be able to close any deal successfully. Yes, listen, that's what I'm saying. I want to close them all successfully. I'm in a deal making mood right now, but I also feel like I need to go to the doctor. I got a pain on my left side, like under my left shoulder blade, and I've been had it for like about a week, but I feel like it's getting worse. So, all right, fish, we may need to just go take a look at what's going on there. In the meantime, I know we're trying to get to the bag, baby. I get it, but we need to take care of ourselves. Getting to the bag and being sick means nothing. Absolutely not a thing. So we want to take care of ourselves at the same time while we're trying to get to this bag. I understand. Sometimes we are so busy, that we forget how to take care of ourselves. We do. We forget. Let me speak for myself. A lot of times I'm so busy, I forget how to take care of who I am. And then I start to feel bad, right? So this little nagging, little pain, I've had it since like Saturday. My daughter was over here and she was trying to like mash it out. But it's like under my arm. It's like in my side. It's not even, it's like on the side. Like I pulled a muscle and I'm trying to figure out, did I sleep wrong? But I feel like I need to go get it checked out because I can actually touch and feel like where the pain is. It's like under my arm. Like I can touch it. So I feel like I need to go and get it checked out. But in the meantime, I'm still trying to figure out how to get to the bag, baby. That's what I'm doing. So, yeah. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. That's all I got for you. I'm going to be back tomorrow to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thompson at 10 a.m. I'll be here. We're going to talk, so today is Talk Business Tuesday, and my title of the show, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, because you do. So I'm talking about cutting the fat in your business, making your business more lean, right? and so it can run smoothly. And so you can also figure out where your money is going. Because a lot of times when we're entrepreneurs, especially when you're solo, you spend so much money and your business is just bleeding money. And you're trying to figure out, man, I thought I brought in this amount of money. This happened, that happened. And what happens is you're bleeding money because you're paying for things that you really don't, that you just really don't know where it's going. So I did a deep dive into my business recently because I was looking at, I call it a business audit. That's what I call it. And it's my term. I did my own self-business audit. I was looking at, because I had to move some things around with me launching the chamber and me having my own business. My accountant told me to change things around, and she was like, don't put everything in one bank. So I was running all over Gwinnett County trying to find the perfect bank for this and perfect bank for that. So for the chamber, because it's a nonprofit, I found the perfect bank. The bank said nonprofits. I was like, oh, that's the bank. So that was the perfect bank for that. So I had to move the money from my bank I had it in and put an account over there. That worked out fine. So then she said, don't have your business account where your personal account is. I'm like, okay, where do I want to go for my personal account? So I thought about going to Chase. And I don't know. I thought about going to Chase, and I said, okay, I'm going to go to Chase. But then something happened. I think they was trying to set up an appointment or something. And I was like, oh, this just seemed like a hassle. So I decided I would go to Truist. That's what I decided. I said, I'm going to go to Truist, and I'm going to see what they got to offer. So I'm going to Truist, and this woman is sitting there, and it's me, her, and another lady sitting there. And one lady seems very agitated. And I'm thinking, oh, God, this is going to be a long wait. I don't know if I'm going to like this, because I'm feeling some kind of way for the wait, because the lady was tossing and turning her chair. So I just assumed she had been waiting a long time. But I didn't ask any questions. So they called the lady in that was tossing and turning. She goes in to sit with the representative, and then they come out to get the other lady. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, this is not long at all. So I thought that was pretty cool. So when they came out to get her, she said, no, I'm going to wait for him. So it was a man it was one of the reps. He was one of the bankers. He was in with another person. And she said she wanted to wait for him. And I was like, is he good? She's like, he's the best. She says, he's been the person I've been working with for 8 years. She said when he was at another bank or somewhere, wherever he was, she said, I followed him over. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. She said, I love them. I love what they do. And she sat right there and she waited for him. She waited for him because she was like, I want to work with him. I love the bank. I love him. And I was like, pretty cool. So that to me was reassuring. So I said all that to say I transferred my business account to Truist. And now I have my personal account where it's at right now. And so that was cool. And so that was me doing a deep dive. Because I had to do this deep dive into my business, see what things were. So when I did that, I discovered that I was paying for stuff that I just really did not need. Like, for real. And I started to look. I'm talking about, I'm close to getting rid of $200 worth of stuff. I've gotten rid of already about $160 worth of services that I don't need. Don't need at all. And I was like, that is crazy. And so I said all that to say, you have to sometimes do an audit of your business to see where you're losing money, right? Because we pay for all these services. Like, I'll give you a prime example, which was funny. I've been paying for QuickBooks probably for 4 years. Well, no, let me see. Yeah, about 5 years I've been paying for QuickBooks. Like the little digital version that you get, I've been paying for that, right? And I have never used it. Never. So I had to go in there and cancel that. Now that's not a lot of money because it's like $6.99 a month, but I'm paying for something I've never used. Then I looked at something else that I was paying for. That was $40. Then there was a couple of other things. One was like $60, another $40. I have 8 emails and I only use 5, so that's another $20. It's nuts. It's like so when you start to go and take a deep dive into your business, there are some things you can hold, but you got to know when to fold some things too. You got to know when to shut some things down. You got to know when to open some things up. You got to know when to do that. And that's going to save you a lot of headache and a lot of time and a lot of money in the long run. Now, if you have subscriptions, this is a prime example. Like mostly everything I have is on subscription. All the services that I use for my business are on subscription, right? There are so many little subscriptions. I went through my bills one day and I looked at all my subscriptions. Now, I was holding on to things that I should have let go. but I just didn't want to let go. You know how sometimes you're just emotionally attached to things. And so if I had let them go last year when I look, because I always look at my subscriptions and all the things I pay at the beginning of the year so I can do my expenses for the year, right? So I know what my revenue needs to be, because based on my expenses and things like that. And so I'm looking at some things which I should have canceled in January that I didn't. And a lot of them were subscription services. Now, there's one service I'm still holding it, trying to figure out why do I need it. And it's $50 a month. And I'm like, do I really need that though? And I'm struggling right now. I'm really struggling trying to make it. So I just paid the bill on that, but I'm still really struggling trying to figure out why do I need that. I'm struggling. So I have to figure that out, and I will have it figured out by the end of the month, because if it's not really benefiting me, I'm not going to use it. And that's how you should look at business too. Is what you're paying for benefiting you and your business? Because you could be just paying for stuff because you're emotionally attached. And I'm going to tell you, yes, it's hard to detach from these things, but it could save you a lot of money. I'm coming right up on $200 worth of savings right out the gate. Some things I can't get rid of. I just have to have them. But other things I can. Then I found out, after looking at everything was mixed together. The chamber business was mixed with my personal business. I had to separate all that stuff. And so I'm like, okay, I need to separate. Like, I was paying for things that was chamber related, but I was paying for it out of my regular business account. I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense. So I had to go back and separate those things. So, sometimes you got to know when to hold things, but also you got to know when to fold them. And yes, you gotta let go of the emotional attachment so you can fold them. Don't be like me and hold them for an extra year when you could have folded them already. $6.99 is not a lot, but that's what, $80 at the end of the year that could have been saved. I mean, honestly, if that's the case, put it in some kind of smart growth account or something. I don't know, but we got to be smart about our business. We got to run lean machines, right? You got to look at what you need, what you don't. You got to also look at who you need, who you don't. I heard somebody, so we did our mastermind. We did our think tank on Sunday, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber think tank, and we were talking about cutting costs. And so one of the women that was on our think tank, she said, I found that the most money I was spending on people, she was talking about her employees, so she cut folks. She cut people from her payroll, and she was like, that's a lot of money. But and so we're coming up with a new model for her that's going to be better for her and also the people involved, where she doesn't have to pay for payroll for certain people, because it doesn't really make sense. And so she had to cut that person, and it was hilarious when she said it, because she's like, yeah, people, like, what can you cut costs? I cut people. So she cut somebody off her payroll. So even that, a lot of times you can become emotionally attached to the people that support you, right? And they're just there, but they're really not doing anything to help benefit the company, right? Because what they do is not really that big. And you got to have that hard conversation with them. Like, look, like, either find somewhere else to put them where they can be more instrumental to the growth of the business, or you're going to have to cut them. And I know that's hard. I don't have any employees. I use all independent contractors. When the gig is up, I'm done. That way, because I'm emotional about stuff like that. Like, when I think about having to pay people so they can live, that's painful for me, because they have to live. So rather than do that, I work with freelancers and independent contractors all day long, because they know that at the end of the contract, at the end of the project, they have to move on to something else. Or if I have to bring them back, I can, but they're not dependent on me to make a living all the time, which is a lot. So think about that. Think about where you can cut things at. And think about the things you just really need to let go. If you know that Starbucks is killing you because you're paying $8 a day for macchiato, whatever that thing is. I don't drink it, but I'm just saying. Caramel macchiato. I've had one of those. It was good, though. But not enough for me to pay like $8 for it. It ain't that good. Not a day. You might have to cut that down to once a week. It's probably good for you anyway when it's health-wise, too. So pocket-wise, money-wise is probably good for you. But health-wise is probably good, too. I like to eat out a lot. So my husband and I, we eat out 3-4 times a week. And I've cut that back because I realize we eat out 3-4 times a week. And sometimes when we go, it could be $60-$70 a pop. And so it's like, when you look at that in a week, if we do that 3-4 times a week, that's $160, $70, $80, $200, depending on where we go. So, that was a cutback. Not only that, it's better for us overall, because now we're not so hung up on like the bad habit of just spending. So it helps you to really reframe the way you think about money and the way you do things. So I get it. Nobody wants to cut out pleasure. Okay, if you don't want to cut pleasure, then increase your income. That's all. We cut out some things, but one thing we did not cut out is me eating crabs. That's not getting cut. So we cut out a few things, but that wasn't one of the things we cut. It was hilarious. We cut out one of the days, actually. We didn't even cut out things. We cut out, because we were doing like 3 to 4 days out of a week we were eating out. So we cut that down right now to about between 2 and 3, depending on the day, depending on the situation, the occasion. So now it's at 2 to 3 days a week. But it used to be 3 to 4 that we were eating out. All right, so I hope this helps. Talk Business Tuesday. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Listen, we got a potluck tomorrow. If you are a woman in business, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce would like to invite you to come out and break bread with us. We're going to be at the Life Event Center located at 3130 Sugarloaf Parkway, for ladies only. Fellas, this is for us to let our hair down. Nothing against you, but you can come out Friday morning to our breakfast. Everybody's invited, men and women. So please come out and join us for the breakfast Friday morning at 8 o'clock. We're going to be at Peachtree Cafe in Lawrenceville, located at 30 South Clayton Street. So we would love to have you come out to that. But ladies, tomorrow, potluck, bring a dish. You don't have to cook it if you don't want to. Go to the store and buy something and bring it. We're going to be at Life Event Center at 6 p.m. Love to have you join us. Hang out with us, break bread with us. We talk. We don't do a whole lot of business in there. It's more talking and laughing. We do talk a little bit of business, but it's really to let our hair down and relax, because it's the middle of the week. We do a lot of work, and so, it's more fun. So come out and check that out. That's tomorrow at 6 p.m. Life Events venue located at 3130 Sugarloaf Parkway in Lawrenceville. And then on Friday morning, we have our breakfast club meeting where we do business over breakfast. That's always well attended. Come out to that. That's 8 o'clock. We're going to be at Peachtree Cafe located at 30 South Clayton Street in Lawrenceville. We'd love to have you come out. Listen, come on out, because that gets packed up. It gets packed up really quick. So first come, first serve. I don't want you to have to pull up a chair. That happened last month. Like, we have the back room so we can have privacy, but people got there late, and then they had to pull up a chair and sit kind of on the side. So if you want to sit at the if you want to seat at the table, be on time. That's all I'm saying. If you want to seat at the table, be on time. All right. All right, I'm going to go to my last song. Then I'm going to come back and close it out for today. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free, set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself, this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh, 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 oh. A brighter day, a brighter day. Oh, a brighter day. Time goes by and yet I wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah, made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head.
I got for you today, but I want to give you my word of inspiration for the day, and here goes. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Ooh, let me say it again. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Tim Noakey said that, and he was right. Listen, hard work will beat talent. You look at some people, right? You see the real talented person, right? They're talented. You see they're talented. But then you see the other person is not so talented and they're doing really well. Here's why. Because they have outworked the talented person. Because the talented person feel like I'm talented, so it should just work in my favor. I know somebody like that right now. Very talented in what he does, but he doesn't want to work hard. So you got other people that's less talented, but they're crushing it. Work can't touch his in quality, beautiful work. Can't touch his in quality, but they outwork him, so they're more successful. And that's the problem. You have to, if you know that you're not super talented, you're going to have to outwork others. If you're trying to be successful, you're going to have to outwork others. Right? You see talented people like, oh my God, just wasted talent. That's because they don't want to work hard. They feel like because I got this talent, it should carry me. And it will if you put in the effort and do the work. If you're talented right now, you know you're talented and you're wondering why things aren't working for you. How much work are you putting in to help the talent? Right? Because the talent needs a little help. You're talented, but now you gotta nurture the talent. You gotta put it into action. You got to do the things that need to be done. You got to make the sacrifices that need to be made. Yes, you're talented, but hard work, you can't negate hard work. It's not going to happen. There's no way around hard work unless you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth and you got a jump start. And if you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, chances are if you're not good at what you do, the silver spoon would disappear. I'm just saying. So here's the thing. Work hard at what you want. Put in the work. Go through the process. The process is what's important. Trust me when I tell you, when you come out on the other end after going through the process, you're going to have this moment of, ooh, that's great. And then your mindset, if you're like most of us, is like, okay, what's next? Because the hard work got me here. I'm here now. It's done. I have accomplished that. What's next? And if you are talented, you got a double. It's double for you. If you are talented and you put in the hard work, oh my God, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. But you got to attach the hard work to it. I'm going to tell you right now, lazy people who are talented gets nowhere. I don't care how talented you are. If you're lazy, because if you can sing and you're not out there telling people you can sing, you're not out there singing, you can just sing. That's it. That's as far as you're going to go. You sing. People, oh, she's so talented. That's it. It stops right there. Because listen to this. Even if you're singing and somebody noticed you because you were singing, let's say you sung at somebody's wedding, right? That's action. That's working. But let's say you sung at somebody's wedding and that's the only thing you did was sung at the wedding. And somebody came and said, oh my God, your voice is amazing. I want to sign you to a contract. Don't think that because they found you that you won't put in hard work, because you're going to work even harder because they're about to make an investment in you and they want to make sure that their investment pays off. And so that means you're going to have to bust your butt. So again, I don't care what it is. Even if you are discovered, you still have to put in the work. It's no way around it. You have to put in the work. So all I got for you today, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 40 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. If you missed any episodes of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, be sure to connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett as well. And check out go to the YouTube channel, and it's Good Morning Gwinnett on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel, check out the Good Morning Gwinnett YouTube. You can also check out the Friday Morning Mingle. I'm going to post it. I was supposed to post it. Don't listen. Charge it to my heart. Charge it to my head, not my heart. I just got busy and overwhelmed. Forgot to post it, but I will post a Friday Morning Mingle. No, I think I posted it. I did post it. See? Doing too much. If you go there and look on the videos, you'll find the Friday Morning Mingle. But it's going to be posted on the website every Friday or Saturday after we get finished with the show, so you can watch it right there on Good Morning Gwinnett. All right, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much. Could have been anywhere, but you spent some time with me, and I love you for that. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. You guys stay safe out there and enjoy your day. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.